Tyree, this go crazy.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Tyree, and we back with another banger, bruh. I'm really glad to be bringing you guys these videos, man. I'm about to stay crazy consistent. This one is a banger, bruh, because it's about promoting your beats. I know, I seen a lot of questions about this one, so today I'm about to teach you guys how to make beat visuals, and let's get straight into it. So there's 3 things that you need to make a beat video. You really don't need these, but they help. But today we're gonna be using Photoshop, Premiere Pro, and FL Studio. Now, if you don't got these, one, they all come with trials. The Adobe products, they come with a 7-day trial. If you making hella beat, make hella visuals within that 7 days, so that way y'all can bring in some cash to pay for the software. With that being said, there is ways. It ain't my business to tell y'all, but there is ways for y'all to get these softwares full for free. But that ain't my business. Y'all could take that somewhere else. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. There's about 3 main dimensions that you guys can use, except for the YouTube platform. The width for social media like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, if you post beats there, is 1080. So there's 4 different dimensions that we're working with: 1080 by 1080, 1080 by 1350, 1080 by 1920, and for YouTube, 1920 by 1080. So this is going to be a real easy tutorial. Let's get straight into it. We're going to open up Photoshop first. All right, so I got my Photoshop open. The first thing I'm about to do is click create new. So the width is going to be 1080 and the height is going to be 1080. The resolution, some of y'all, it might be 300, but I would use 72. So we're going to hit create new. All right, so here's your guys' canvas. Now we're going to do this one first, and then I'm going to show you guys how. Let's say if you were promoting a beat and you want to make it for your Instagram post, Instagram story, and YouTube. So we're going to make it here first, and then we're going to transfer it to the other dimension, so that way you guys could post it elsewhere. First things first, find a texture. I already have a texture. You guys could go to Google, search free grunge textures, black or white. You do whatever you guys want to do. There, we got a fire texture right here. We're gonna edit that a little bit more. What you guys want to do next is obviously find your artist promo. I'm just gonna get a random artist. All right, so let's find a random rap artist, whatever type beat yours is, it don't really matter. So when you search up a rap artist, make sure you guys go to tools, go to size, getting a super low quality photo. Yeah, let's find a Travis Scott one. It don't matter. This isn't going to be an actual beat video of mine, so I'm just showing you guys an example. I don't need anybody in the comments like, oh, that beat isn't a Travis Scott beat. All right, so yeah, this is a buyer one. It don't matter any of these. We'll just use this one. Open image and new tab. This should be the same with Google Chrome. You should be able to just click the image, go to open image and new tab, and then be able to save it. So we got an artist photo. So the next thing we're going to do next is go to your rectangle tool and make a shape. We're going to do this one right here. So we're going to do it just like that. So once you make the shape, go to your layers. So if you guys don't have any of these or see the layer one, make sure you go to the Windows tab and click layer. And then now the layer tab will be up. So what you guys want to do is right click your rectangle tool, convert to a smart object. So once you convert it to a smart object, you're going to be able to double click it, and then you'll see the actual shape pop up. Now you can drag your artist photo in it, and you guys will see why I'm doing it like this, because of course you could just drag the actual photo, hit Control S and save it, or go to file, save. That's right there where you want it. So this background, it's white, so we're going to change that. So you see the circle tab right here, select solid color, drag it down to black. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the texture one, lower it down a little bit, that way it ain't that harsh. So what we want to do next is go to our text. You see the colors are black and white right here, but sometimes if you're not paying attention, your color could be up here. So I suggest changing your color up right there. I'm going to be using white. It don't matter, you guys can use whatever you want. So after you get your text, scale it down. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna create like a little template. What font I'm gonna use is, I don't know how to say that. It's zoomed in, so you guys should be able to see. You guys could do whatever you guys want with this. We're gonna scale it down. All right, boom, and just click the layer once you're done, and then the text will go away. Hit the select tool. So we're gonna adjust this a little bit. All right, so after you guys get your text down, we're about to start adjusting things and start placing them in places. So what you guys want to do is hit Control R, and what that'll do is bring up your ruler, so that way you're able to put down guidelines. And what we're going to do is put a guideline on the photo. If you want it to lock, if you want the guidelines to lock on perfectly with your layer, make sure you select the picture, and then you'll be able to drag it down, and then it'll perfectly set the guideline on there. This right here is the character layer, and again, if you don't got that, go to window and then character, and then you'll have it. So what we're going to do is go right here where the letters stack on top of each other, drag it down. For artist name, put Tyree. Track name, we'll just call it Super Banger. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't really like how that looks. I don't like how my name's capitalized and the song is. So what I'm gonna do is highlight it all by hitting Control A, or you can just highlight it. And you see this double T right here? This is so you capitalize all the letters. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna set the alignment to the left side, drag it right there. So that way it says your artist name. You can scoot it over a little bit more. All right, so yep, that works perfect. We're gonna put it right there. All right, so now we can swag it up a little bit more. The rest will go into, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a sticker. All right, so I added this little sticker to kind of give it a little bit of effect. You could get fancy with it and add some, like, you know, just if you want to. That's cool. That's a smooth one. Yeah, just get creative with it, you guys. I literally didn't plan this. I'm doing this right off the rip with you guys, so really you guys could do anything. I'm gonna have templates for you guys in the link in the bio. All right, so there we go. I know I did all that just to go back to the normal one. Let's go back to my text and drag it back down. There we go. Yeah, so there we go. We got a little, just a quick little boom, quick little IG. So this is the design that I'm gonna go with. You guys could literally, like I said, just do whatever you want. Take this tutorial and turn it into your own style. So what I'm gonna do is, it looks a little bit empty at the bottom, so you guys could go as far as putting some if you have like a side brand name. So for example, I got the originals, so I'm gonna put my brand name at the bottom because it looks a little plain. You guys could put a quote or whatever the case is. Do whatever you guys need to do. Put a logo or something. Now I'm about to show you guys how you guys can transfer it. So now let's transfer this to the other templates real quick. Let's go to new. Now here's the 1350. So with this canvas, the 1080 by 1350, it's really important because it's the largest size Instagram lets you post, and it grabs people's attention a little bit faster than the regular size. So I really like using this canvas personally because, like I said, it's larger and it catches their attention faster. So what you guys want to do is grab your text, hit Control G, and that'll group it. And you guys can double click it, type in text, grab your photos, put images, save that. And then here, I don't know why that's there. I probably accidentally did that, so ignore that one. Grab your textures, Control G, textures, and we're doing this because you'll be able to size them together. So what we're gonna do is drag these. Now we're able to drag them all. If you don't know how to select them all, hit Control and then boom. Let me undo that. So that all right, so we're gonna select them all again and we're gonna drag it to our new canvas, and then now we're able to work with this. And this is a high quality texture, so I don't have to worry about looking bad. So what I'm gonna do is scale the texture up so it fits my new canvas. Go to my image. Now we could adjust that. Whatever we want to do, we can make it larger. We got a lot more space to work with here. So this one, let's actually drag this one in the middle. So let's grab the stereo one, wherever you are. There you are. Put you right here. We're gonna select the artist photo on our little tape, drag it right in the middle. So here's what I'll do is I'll hit Control A, and that'll select the entire canvas. And at the top here, there's an alignment tool, and you'll be able to center it perfectly. Now we're gonna take our text, take it up here, open it real quick so that way we could grab them solo. So with this one, you guys could center this one. It don't really matter how you do it. I'm gonna center it, and this one's not gonna be the same as how I'm gonna do it with the 1080 by 1080. Again, you guys can hit Control A, center that. You drag it right there, perfect. Go to the originals LLC. I don't really need to be there, but scale that one down so that way it's not crazy in the way. And you guys just got to be creative with this stuff. And at the end of the day, it may seem like this takes a long time, but once you guys get the hang of it, you guys sit down for 2 hours and make content for the next 2 weeks, then you guys should be all right. All right, so boom, there we go. There's another canvas. So let's go open up a new one, and this one could apply to the 1080 by 1920 as well. So what I'm gonna do is 1920, and there, see, that's the Instagram story ones. This is any story, actually. I mean, everybody got stories now. Twitter, Facebook, they all got stories now. So you could also use this method to do the same thing. Close down all our tabs. Again, drag them. And if you guys don't know what I did, I just opened up a new one with always will be 1080 for social media. Height is 1920, so that way that's the story one. We're gonna go to our texture again, hit Control T, get your artist photo. So in this color fill, it'll automatically fit, so you guys don't have to worry about scaling the color fill. So next we're gonna go to our image. Actually, we're gonna scoot up our text right here. Let's get rid of this. No, let's not get rid of it. Let's still use it. I'm just gonna drag it down to the bottom, get it out the way for now. All right, so now we're gonna drag this one up. Control A. Hit Control A. Make sure it's in the center, which it is. Let's go to our images. Scale this one up, select these two, and when you guys have more than one layer selected, it'll also let you do this. You notice when I have it selected, it centered the tape too, so we're just gonna grab the tape, put it on the corner. Actually, let's grab the photo because it centered it with the tape. There we go. That over a little bit. You can make it a little bit. We could actually make the photo bigger. There we go. You guys can go to your text, make the text bigger too, because this is a story. And you guys, this is gonna look a lot bigger and better on a phone than it is on Photoshop, so also consider that. Boom, go to our stereo, select the stereo in your text, scale it up a little bit, and now we got that. All right, so next what we're gonna do is YouTube. Let's go to our YouTube layer. Now this one's different because it's the opposite. The width on YouTube is going to be 1920 and 1080. Now, if you just want to do it quickly, there's a film and video tab in Photoshop, and you guys could just click the template and then boom. And again, all we got to do is close our tabs or groups and then drag them all the way over here again. And you notice, you see how big it is now. So what you guys want to do is go to your texture, scoot it over a little bit. If you guys don't like how zoomed in your texture is, what you guys could do is, I'm gonna show you guys a way how you guys could keep your texture at a high quality. So what we're gonna do is, let's get rid of these ones real quick. Hit Control T, put in half of it, hit Control J to make a duplicate, and drag your dupe right, at least right here, right there. All right, that's smooth. And what y'all could do is go to this, go to the spot healing brush tool, and you have to rasterize your layers. When you click your brush healing tool, it won't let you do it until you rasterize it. So all you're gonna have to do is click it. So let me undo that real quick. So you see how it has this little, so if you look at the cursor, you can tell it says you can't do nothing. Click it, it'll rasterize it. So what we're gonna do is go up to the top. We're gonna make the size a little bigger, and then we're gonna get our layers, select both of them by holding Control, fix the opacity, make sure your opacity on both of them is up all the way, and then now merge them. There we go. Yeah, so before you merge your layers, make sure the opacity is up all the way, and then take it down to 30%. And then if you notice, just go to this brush healing tool and kind of click on it, clean it up a bit, and this will help your texture keep its quality even more. And now you can't really tell, it just looks like a texture, so you can't really tell that you have to merge together. So what we're gonna do is open our image, drag this down. And by the way guys, this is just one of many ways to make beat visuals, don't even trip. All right, now we're gonna grab our tape. Where you at, where you at? All you have to do is hit Control T, you'll be able to find it. Go to your stereo, hit Control T, where you at, where you at. Now we got our images set again. Let's go to our text. Because YouTube, normally you don't put the text or your name and the beat name, so we're just gonna leave the YouTube one just like this. So what I'm gonna do is render out the post one. Now I'm only doing these two because you guys could apply the same thing to these other canvases. The same thing, you guys could do the same thing. Everything you guys are learning, you guys could do with all of these. So now we got our images saved. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna go to our last step. We're gonna open up Premiere Pro, and this is where the magic really happens. I got Premiere Pro open now, so what we're gonna do is go to new project. It don't really matter, whatever yours is. Within this project, you guys are able to make your entire beat videos for the week in this one project. So as you guys see, you guys got the project right here on the top left. Make sure if you guys don't see this, you guys can hit the editing tab or go to window, workspace, and hit editing, and you guys will have this. So I just dragged my beat photos in Premiere Pro. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna right click both of them actually, and hit new sequence from clip. Go again, new sequence from clip, and now we have the exact size of our photos. Now what we're gonna do is drag our beat. So on this one, so what we're gonna do for our Instagram post, we're gonna go to FL Studio. And this is just a cool way to make a quick visual, so that way it's just not a picture. I know the cultures are different. YouTube, they don't really care. Niggas is rapping, so they're not worried about none of that. They just rapping. So you can just put a photo. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up FL Studio, drag your beat into FL Studio. Okay. Open up your mixer, go to your master track, check that, or even delete it. It's unnecessary. Go to your slot. Make sure you go to the Z Game Editor Visualizer. And what you guys want to do is where it says none right here, go find Polar, and then you guys will see this little visualizer. And then I'm going to adjust the settings real quick. Didn't mean to do that. Let's actually reset that one.
And don't say I'm not in Kansas anymore.
So now what we're gonna do is go to export video, and so this don't really matter because you're gonna adjust it anyways. So just click the YouTube setting, go to advanced settings, leave everything the same, everything cool, default, just make sure everything's cool. You can go to your audio bitrate, you could go up there if you want to, but I'm just gonna leave everything the same. Browse, you guys can save it anywhere you want to, and then we're gonna render that down. All right, so it just got done rendering, so I'm about to go back into Premiere Pro. Make sure you go back to where you saved your visualizer, drag it into your Premiere Pro. You guys don't need the audio, it don't really matter. You can if you want to. I'm not gonna use it because I have the beat already. Drag the picture all the way to the end, and you notice how you'll see the visual. So what we're gonna do is click it, go to effects control, go to blend mode, hit screen, and then that'll take away the black. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna scale it down. This is in our effects controls, by the way. scale it down, undo that, drag it to the left, and you guys could adjust it how you guys want to. You guys could drag it down. Let's drag it down a little more. And do whatever works for you guys. Do the same thing, hit Control R, and then you guys could drag it at the edge of the text, make sure it's even. And then cool, drag that out, and now you got a pretty hard post for Instagram. That's pretty hard. We're gonna go to our YouTube. Now this one's just a little bit different. You guys can leave it just like this, it don't really matter. But if you want some type of effect for their eyes, what we could do is grab like a cool effect, like a glitch or something, some type of overlay. All right, so I just dragged in one of my overlays. So what we could do is drag it in your timeline. What you want to do is zoom in, select it, hit Control C. Now, so before you paste, make sure you uncheck all these and then check V3, which is the third track. Hit Control C or just right click and hit copy. We're gonna hit Control. So before you want to paste, hold Shift and drag, and then it'll lock on. So you know it's on the edge. Hit Control. So, oh, first off, before we do that, I'm glad I did that. So click it, make sure you go to your effects controls. This one's in 4K, so I gotta scale the frame size down. We're gonna go to blending mode. Go to screen, just like the visualizer. Hit Control C now, hold Shift, and then drag it to the end of the track, and then paste it a few times. Highlight them, Control C, drag, hit Shift, make sure you're on the same. Paste that, and just keep hitting Control V. What we're gonna do is highlight the extras, get rid of that, delete those, drag it down. Now and this is just one. I got many of them. There's a lot of ways we could do this. So we're gonna go to the Instagram one too if you want to do it to this one. Same thing, scale the frame size. So when you scale the frame size on the IG one, you're gonna have to adjust it, drag it up, go to blend mode, screen, and now it's the same thing. And I mean, you could do it randomly. Make sure you select the right track or whatever. It don't matter. That works too. You can just paste what you guys had from the last one. Same thing. So to render these down, what you guys want to do is go to File, Export, and then go to Media. And what you guys want to do is keep the match source so that way it stays the way it is. Make sure it's at H.264, or you guys could go to QuickTime. I use H.264. Scroll down, you guys could, everything should be good. Use maximum render quality and then just hit export. I don't got to export these, and then everything will export. You guys could do the same for this one. File, export, media, same thing. Use max render quality, nothing too crazy, leave everything alone, and then export. And that's how you export it. But I appreciate you guys watching this video for me. If you guys don't want to go through the stress of making these yourself, taking the time, I do have templates in the description where you guys could pay $9 and you guys could get way more for what you pay for. I got the YouTube templates, Instagram, Facebook, all that. I worked hours on these so that way you guys don't have to. Rock with your boy. Producers, I got merch, link in bio, everything link in the bio. Just check it out, read the description. I appreciate you guys just watching this. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channels. Yeah, I'm out. Peace.
Tirade, this go crazy. Ayo.